Welcome to the rise of the Persian Empire. Today, we're tracing the origins of one of history's most influential civilizations. In this video, we will explain how early leaders set the foundational principles and how bold military conquests expanded the kingdoms, and how innovative administrative reforms brought about a new order. Before we focus on the individual rulers, it's crucial to understand the overall timeline. This timeline outlines the key events and milestones that mark the empire's growth, showing how one significant moment led to the next and how the entire story fits together. Let's start with Cyrus the Great.
What's something people don't know about Cyrus the Great? From the heart of ancient Persia, a legend arose. Cyrus the Great, a name whispered with reverence and awe. This was no ordinary king. He was a conqueror, a unifier, a visionary. His empire, the Achaemenid Empire, stretched from the Aegean Sea to the Indus River. It was the largest the world had ever seen. Cyrus's story is one of ambition, courage, and a vision that reshaped the ancient world. Cyrus's rise to power was as dramatic as it was swift. He inherited a legacy of conflict and ambition. He transformed it into an empire built on respect, tolerance, and enduring peace. This is the chronicle of Cyrus the Great, the shepherd turned king, the conqueror who became a liberator. His story is a timeless testament to the power of vision and the enduring impact of a just ruler. Subscribe to Taleforge TV for more incredible stories from history. Cyrus was born into a world of turmoil, a time when empires rose and fell with the whims of fate and the ambitions of men. The year was around 600 BC, a period marked by great upheaval and the constant struggle for power. His birthplace was Persia, a land of rugged mountains and fertile valleys, where the harsh landscape shaped the resilience and strength of its people. His grandfather, Astyages, ruled the powerful Median Empire, a realm that commanded respect and fear across the region. Legend has it that Astyages had a dream, a vision that would haunt him and shape the destiny of his lineage. This dream foretold that his grandson would one day overthrow him, a prophecy that filled the king with dread and foreboding. Fear gripped the king's heart, a fear so profound that it drove him to take drastic measures to prevent the prophecy from coming true. He ordered the infant Cyrus killed, believing that by eliminating the child, he could alter the course of fate. But fate had other plans, and the threads of destiny wove a different story for the young prince. A shepherd, entrusted with the grim task, couldn't bring himself to harm the child. His heart was moved by the innocence of the infant. Instead, he raised Cyrus as his son, nurturing him with love and teaching him the ways of the shepherd. Cyrus grew strong and brave, learning the ways of the shepherd and the lay of the land. He became adept at surviving in the harsh terrain, skills that would serve him well in the future. When the truth of his lineage was revealed, Cyrus embraced his destiny with a sense of purpose and determination. He knew that his path was to lead and to conquer. He challenged his grandfather's rule, uniting the Persian tribes under his banner. His charisma and leadership inspired loyalty and courage among his followers. Victory was swift and decisive. Astyages was defeated, and Cyrus, the shepherd prince, became king of both Medes and Persians. His rise to power was a testament to his strength, wisdom, and the unyielding force of destiny. His reign of conquest had just begun, and the world would soon come to know the might and vision of Cyrus the Great, the boy who would be king. With the combined might of the Medes and Persians at his command, Cyrus turned his gaze westward. The wealthy kingdom of Lydia, ruled by the opulent king Croesus, stood in his path. Croesus, famed for his wealth and arrogance, dismissed Cyrus as a threat. He would soon learn the folly of underestimating the Persian king. The clash between Cyrus and Croesus was a battle for the ages. The Lydians, famed for their cavalry, were met with the disciplined might of the Persian army. Cyrus, a brilliant strategist, outmaneuvered his foe. He conquered Lydia, adding its riches and territories to his burgeoning empire. Cyrus's reputation as a formidable conqueror spread like wildfire. He continued his westward march, subduing kingdom after kingdom. His sights were now set on the ultimate prize, the legendary city of Babylon. The capture of Babylon in 539 BC marked a turning point in history. This event not only signified the fall of a great city, but but also heralded the rise of a new era under the leadership of Cyrus the Great. Cyrus, unlike the brutal conquerors before him, showed remarkable restraint and wisdom. His approach to leadership was revolutionary for its time, setting a new standard for how empires could be governed. He entered the city not as a vanquisher, but as a liberator. This was a stark contrast to the typical image of a conqueror, who would usually impose their will through fear and oppression. This marked a departure from the accepted norms of conquest. Instead of ruling through terror, Cyrus sought to win the hearts and minds of the people he conquered. Instead of imposing his gods and customs on the conquered populace, Cyrus embraced a policy of tolerance and respect. He understood that a diverse empire could only thrive if its people felt valued and respected. Cyrus understood that true strength lay not in brute force, but in unity and cooperation. By fostering a sense of community and mutual respect, he was able to maintain control over a vast and diverse empire. He allowed the Babylonians to keep their customs, their religions, and even their local rulers. This approach not only minimized resistance, but also helped to integrate the conquered territories more smoothly into his empire. He implemented a system of satrapies or provinces, each governed by a local leader who answered directly to him. This system allowed for efficient local governance while maintaining overall control from the center. This decentralized system, a testament to his administrative genius, ensured stability and facilitated efficient governance of his vast empire. By delegating authority to trusted local leaders, Cyrus could focus on broader strategic goals. This policy of respect extended to all corners of his realm, fostering loyalty and solidifying his image as a benevolent ruler. His innovative approach to governance not only secured his empire, but also left a lasting legacy on how empires could be managed. The reign of Cyrus was not just about military might and administrative prowess. He was a visionary leader who understood the power of justice and human dignity. This vision is enshrined in the Cyrus cylinder, a clay cylinder inscribed with his decrees. Discovered in the ruins of Babylon, it is considered by many to be the world's first charter of human rights. The Cyrus cylinder proclaims freedom of religion, abolition of forced labor, and the right of people to return to their homelands. It stands as a testament to Cyrus's enlightened worldview, a world where diversity was celebrated and individual rights were respected. This document, a beacon of hope in an era marked by oppression, cemented Cyrus's legacy as a just and compassionate ruler. It set a precedent for enlightened governance that would resonate throughout history. One of the most significant acts of Cyrus's reign was the liberation of the Jews from Babylonian captivity. For decades, they had endured hardship and exile, their faith tested by the cruelty of their captors. Cyrus's decree, recorded in the biblical book of Ezra, allowed them to return to Jerusalem and rebuild their temple. This act of unprecedented compassion had a profound impact on Jewish history. It marked the beginning of the Second Temple period, a pivotal era in the development of Judaism. Cyrus's compassion earned him the Hebrew title Messiah, a testament to his role as a divinely appointed liberator. This act alone solidified his place as a champion of freedom and religious tolerance. It echoed through the ages, inspiring hope and resilience in the face of oppression.
As we examine his reign, we reveal the mysteries of his impact on the Jewish people. Subscribe to Taleforge TV for more fascinating historical insights. A ruler like no other, whose actions would shape history. Unlike many rulers before him, Cyrus treated conquered people with remarkable compassion and respect. This approach, unheard of at the time, formed the bedrock of his vast empire. Cyrus understood that true strength lay not just in military might, but also in the loyalty of his subjects. He allowed conquered nations to retain their customs, religions, and even local rulers. This policy of tolerance not only fostered peace, but also contributed to the empire's stability and prosperity. Cyrus's reign marked a significant shift in ancient Near Eastern politics. He replaced oppression with tolerance, brutality with wisdom. Understand the profound influence of Cyrus the Great. Visualize the enduring connections and the lasting legacy he left behind. For the Jewish people, the 6th century BC had dawned in darkness. Their kingdom, Judah, had fallen to the mighty Babylonian Empire. Nebuchadnezzar II, the Babylonian king, destroyed Jerusalem and its magnificent temple, the heart of Jewish religious and cultural life. Thousands of Jews were forcibly marched hundreds of miles east of Babylon. This exile, known as the Babylonian captivity, was a period of immense suffering and despair for the Jews. They yearned for their homeland, for the familiar rhythms of their lives, for the solace of their God in their own sacred space. Their songs became laments, their prayers filled with longing for Zion, a synonym for Jerusalem and for their lost homeland. The Babylonians, though not deliberately cruel, practiced a policy of assimilation. They expected the Jews to adopt Babylonian customs and gods, to gradually forget their own heritage. Yet, the Jewish people clung fiercely to their faith, their traditions, the dream of return. In 539 BC, Cyrus the Great conquered Babylon. This victory marked a new era for Babylonians and captive Jews. Cyrus respected diverse cultures within his empire. He knew a content populace was a stable one. He adopted religious tolerance, allowing freedom of worship. This had a profound impact on the Jews in Babylon. For the first time in decades, they dared to hope. Edict of Cyrus. In 538 BC, Cyrus issued a proclamation that would echo through history. Known as the Edict of Cyrus, it permitted exiled peoples to return and reconstruct their temples. For the Jews, this was extraordinary. The edict, inscribed on a clay cylinder in the British Museum, is a testament to his enlightened governance. Cyrus even sanctioned royal funds for the temple in Jerusalem. This act reinforced Jewish faith and laid the groundwork for the Second Temple period. A return to Zion. The Edict of Cyrus sparked a wave of jubilation amongst the Jews in Babylon. Though some chose to remain, many set out on the long trek back to their beloved Zion. Led by Sheshbazzar, a prince of Judah, they carried with them the hopes and dreams of a people yearning for their homeland. The voyage was arduous, the task ahead daunting. Jerusalem lay in ruins, the temple a desolate reminder of their former glory. Yet, fueled by faith and the promise of a new beginning, they began the monumental task of rebuilding their city and their temple. The return to Zion was not just a physical voyage, but a spiritual one. It marked the restoration of their relationship with their God, a reaffirmation of their covenant. The Edict of Cyrus, a testament to the power of tolerance and respect, had paved the way for this extraordinary moment in Jewish history. Cyrus's enduring legacy. The impact of Cyrus's actions on the Jewish people resonates even today. The Edict of Cyrus stands as a beacon of religious freedom. True strength lies in respecting diverse beliefs and customs. His enlightened rule fostered peace and prosperity. Cyrus the Great is remembered for his wisdom, justice, and compassion. He stands as a timeless symbol of hope and tolerance.
Cambyses II, a name etched in the annals of history, was a ruler of the mighty Achaemenid Empire, a realm that stood as a beacon of power and culture in the ancient world. He was the son of Cyrus the Great, a visionary leader who founded the empire and laid the groundwork for its future glory. Born into a lineage of power and conquest, Cambyses II inherited his father's ambition and military prowess, traits that would define his rule. Cambyses II, from a young age I was groomed for leadership, learning the art of war and statecraft, skills essential for a future king. His destiny was to expand the Persian realm, stretching its reach across distant lands and bringing new territories under Persian control. Cambyses II ascended to the throne in 530 BC, inheriting a vast empire that spanned from the Indus River to the Aegean Sea, a testament to his father's conquests. His father's legacy loomed large, a constant reminder of the greatness he was expected to emulate and surpass. Yet Cambyses II was determined to carve his own path, to etch his name alongside the legendary figures of Persia, and to be remembered as a ruler in his own right. Cambyses II's gaze fell upon Egypt, a land of ancient wonders and untold riches, a prize worthy of a king's ambition and a challenge that beckoned me. The conquest of Egypt became Cambyses' singular obsession, a challenge that would test his mettle and define his reign, pushing him to the limits of his capabilities. He spent years meticulously planning his campaign, gathering intelligence and amassing a formidable army, ensuring every detail was accounted for. His soldiers, hardened by years of warfare, were loyal and well-equipped, ready to march at their king's command and face any adversary. Cambyses II, the stage was set for a clash of civilizations, a confrontation between the Persian Empire at its zenith and the ancient world's most enduring power, Egypt. He was determined to add Egypt to my already vast domain, to cement my place in history as a conqueror without equal, a ruler whose name would be remembered for centuries. The fate of two great civilizations hung in the balance, their destinies intertwined in the sands of time, as the world watched the unfolding drama. The Persian army, led by Cambyses II, surged across the Sinai Peninsula, a relentless force driven by their king's ambition. The vast desert stretched before them, but their determination was unwavering. Their destination, Egypt, the land of the pharaohs, a realm rich in history and culture. The Persian invasion of Egypt in 525 BC was a clash of titans, a pivotal moment in ancient history. It was a confrontation that would reshape the power dynamics of the ancient world. Cambyses, a shrewd tactician, had carefully chosen my moment of attack. Every move was calculated and every decision weighed with precision. Egypt, once a mighty empire, was now weakened by internal strife and political instability. The once unified kingdom was fractured, its strength sapped by years of infighting. Its pharaoh, Psamtik III, was young and inexperienced, ill-prepared to face the Persian onslaught. His inexperience was a stark contrast to the seasoned warriors he faced. The two armies met at Pelusium, a strategic city on the Nile Delta. This location was crucial, a gateway to the heart of Egypt. The Battle of Pelusium was a fierce and bloody affair, a testament to the military prowess of both empires. The clash echoed through the ages, a brutal reminder of the cost of war. Pharaoh Psamtik III. Despite his valiant efforts, they were no match for the Persian war machine. Their lines broke and chaos ensued. Persian archers, renowned for their accuracy, rained down deadly volleys of arrows upon the Egyptian ranks. Their precision was deadly, their impact devastating. The Persian infantry, armed with spears and swords, clashed with their Egyptian counterparts in a brutal melee. The sound of metal on metal filled the air, a symphony of war. Their defeat at Pelusium opened the gateway to the heart of Egypt. The path to conquest lay open before the Persians. Cambyses II pressed his advantage, advancing south towards Memphis, the Egyptian capital. The city lay vulnerable, its defenses weakened. Psamtik III, his army shattered, retreated to Memphis, hoping to rally his forces and defend his kingdom. His resolve was strong, but the odds were against him. But Cambyses was relentless, his army laying siege to Memphis, cutting off its supply lines and bombarding its walls. The siege was a test of endurance and strategy. After a lengthy siege, Memphis fell to the Persians, marking the end of Egyptian independence. The city's fall was a turning point, a moment of profound change. Pharaoh Psamtik III was captured and his reign ended abruptly. His dreams of a restored Egypt were shattered. Egypt, once a beacon of civilization, was now a Persian satrapy, a jewel in the crown of Cambyses II. The ancient land had entered a new era under foreign rule. The young king had achieved what no Persian ruler before him had accomplished, the conquest of Egypt. His victory was celebrated, his name etched into the annals of history. With the fall of Memphis, Cambyses II became the undisputed ruler of Egypt, adding the title of pharaoh to his already impressive list of titles. He entered Memphis not as a conqueror but as a liberator, seeking to legitimize his rule and appease his newly conquered subjects. Cambyses II, despite his reputation for brutality, he understood the importance of diplomacy and cultural sensitivity. He adopted Egyptian customs, wearing the traditional pharaoh's crown and participating in religious ceremonies. He learned the Egyptian language and studied their customs, seeking to bridge the cultural divide between the Persians and Egyptians. Cambyses even went so far as to marry an Egyptian princess, a symbolic gesture aimed at uniting the two cultures. Egyptian priest. Despite his efforts, Cambyses' rule was not without its challenges. He faced resistance from the Egyptian priesthood, who resented his foreign rule and feared for their influence. The Egyptian people, accustomed to their own rulers and traditions, viewed Cambyses with suspicion and distrust. Rebellions flared up in different parts of the country, testing Cambyses' grip on power. Cambyses II, the conquest of Egypt, had been a swift and decisive affair, but ruling it proved to be a more complex undertaking. Cambyses II, the ambitious conqueror, now faced the daunting task of governing a land steeped in tradition and fiercely protective of its identity. His reign in Egypt would be marked by a delicate balancing act, a constant struggle to maintain order while navigating the complexities of a foreign culture. History remembers Cambyses II as a figure shrouded in controversy, a ruler whose actions have sparked debates for centuries. His reign, though marked by significant military achievements, has been painted in shades of both glory and infamy, leaving historians divided on his true legacy.
Much of what we know about Cambyses comes from the writings of the Greek historian Herodotus, who lived a century after Cambyses' reign, providing a perspective that is both distant and potentially biased. In his famous histories, he portrayed Cambyses as a tyrannical and unstable ruler, prone to fits of madness and cruelty, a depiction that has influenced many subsequent accounts. He recounted tales of Cambyses' alleged sacrilege against Egyptian gods, his mistreatment of prisoners of war, and even the murder of his brother, painting a picture of a ruler driven by madness.
These accounts have contributed to Cambyses' negative reputation, casting a long shadow over his legacy and shaping the way he is remembered in history. However, it is important to note that Herodotus wrote his accounts long after Cambyses' death, relying heavily on hearsay and potentially biased sources, which may have skewed the historical record.
Some historians argue that Herodotus's portrayal of Cambyses was influenced by anti-Persian sentiments prevalent in Greece at the time, which could have colored his narrative. They suggest that my actions may have been exaggerated or distorted to fit a narrative that demonized me, rather than presenting a balanced view of my reign.
The truth about Cambyses II, as with many historical figures, likely lies somewhere between the extremes of hero and villain, a complex blend of both. His reign was undoubtedly marked by violence and oppression, as was common in ancient warfare, reflecting the brutal realities of the time, yet there is also evidence to suggest that he was a capable administrator who attempted to integrate Egypt into the Persian Empire peacefully, showing a different side to his rule.
The conflicting accounts of Cambyses' reign serve as a reminder of the complexities of historical interpretation, where biases and agendas can cloud our understanding of the past, making it difficult to discern the true nature of his legacy.
In 522 BC, after consolidating his rule in Egypt, Cambyses II received troubling news from Persia. A rebellion led by an enigmatic figure claiming to be his younger brother Smerdis had erupted in the heart of his empire. This news forced Cambyses to abandon his plans in Egypt and return to Persia to confront this unexpected threat.
Leaving behind a trusted general to govern Egypt in his absence, he embarked on a perilous journey across the vast deserts that separated him from my homeland. However, fate had other plans.
While en route to Persia, Cambyses died under mysterious circumstances. The exact cause of his death remains a subject of debate among historians. Some accounts, including Herodotus's histories, claim that Cambyses died from an accidental self-inflicted wound while mounting his horse. Others suggest he succumbed to an illness or infection during his travels. There are even theories that Cambyses was assassinated by his enemies, eager to capitalize on his absence and seize power.
Whatever the cause, his sudden and unexpected death had profound implications for the Achaemenid Empire. The rebellion led by the self-proclaimed Smerdis gained momentum, plunging the empire into a period of chaos and uncertainty.
Cambyses' death, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, marked a turning point in Persian history, leaving behind a legacy as enigmatic as the circumstances of his demise.
Darius I, often hailed as Darius the Great, stands as a monumental figure in ancient history. His reign as the King of Kings of the Persian Empire marked an era of unprecedented expansion and administrative brilliance. The unexpected death of Cambyses II plunged the empire into turmoil. A usurper, Gaumata, seized the throne, threatening the Achaemenid lineage. Darius rallied loyal followers and marched against the usurper. In decisive battles, Darius vanquished his opponents, solidifying his claim to the throne. A realm united. Administrative reforms of Darius. Upon ascending the throne, Darius inherited an empire teetering on chaos. Recognizing the need for stability, Darius embarked on ambitious reforms. He divided the empire into satrapies, or provinces. Each satrapy was governed by a satrap appointed by the king. Royal inspectors, the eyes and ears of the king, monitored satraps. This system maintained order and stability across the vast Persian realm. The scales of justice, law, taxation and currency under Darius. Darius understood that true imperial power stemmed not only from military might, but also from a just and efficient legal system. He recognized the need for standardized laws and a fair system of taxation to ensure the prosperity and loyalty of his subjects. To this end, Darius implemented a comprehensive legal code, drawing upon the existing laws of the conquered peoples while introducing reforms. He established royal courts throughout the empire, staffed by judges appointed by the king to administer justice and resolve disputes. In matters of taxation, Darius introduced a standardized system based on a census of the empire's resources and population. Furthermore, Darius revolutionized the empire's economy by introducing a standardized coinage system. He minted gold and silver coins of uniform weight and purity, bearing his image and royal insignia, facilitating trade and economic growth. Connecting an empire infrastructure and communication. Recognizing that efficient communication and transportation were essential for maintaining control over his vast empire, Darius invested heavily in infrastructure projects. He commissioned the construction of a network of roads, canals and postal stations, connecting the farthest reaches of his realm to the heart of the empire. The most impressive of these projects was the Royal Road, stretching over 1,600 miles from Susa in Elam to Sardis in Anatolia. This ensured the swift and efficient relay of messages and goods, enabling the king to communicate with his officials and project his power across the vast expanse of his realm. These infrastructural improvements not only facilitated communication and trade, but also served as a powerful symbol of Darius's reign. The Persian war machine, military campaigns and expansion. While Darius was a skilled administrator and a visionary builder, he was also a formidable military commander. He inherited an empire forged through conquest and understood the importance of maintaining a strong military presence. During his reign, Darius launched a series of military campaigns, expanding the boundaries of the Persian Empire eastward into the Indus Valley and westward into Europe. He subjugated Thrace and Macedonia, bringing the Persian Empire into direct contact with the Greek city-states. These campaigns were strategic maneuvers aimed at securing the empire's borders, protecting vital trade routes, and acquiring valuable resources. However, it was his conflict with the Greeks, known as the Greco-Persian Wars, that would prove to be one of the defining chapters of his reign. A city of kings, the architectural marvel of Persepolis. Beyond his administrative and military achievements, Darius also left an indelible mark on the world through his ambitious construction projects. Among his most ambitious projects was the construction of Persepolis, a magnificent new capital city located in the heartland of Persia. Built on a vast platform overlooking the plains below, Persepolis was a testament to Persian architectural genius and artistic grandeur. The city's palaces, adorned with intricate carvings, majestic columns and vibrant glazed brickwork, served as both a symbol of imperial power and a center for diplomatic and ceremonial gatherings. The Apadana, the grand audience hall, with its massive columns and intricate reliefs depicting delegations from across the empire, stands as a testament to the cosmopolitan nature of Darius's court. Persepolis, more than just a capital city, was a powerful symbol of Persian identity and imperial might. Carved in stone, the Behistun inscription and its significance. To ensure the lasting legacy of his reign and to communicate his achievements to future generations, Darius commissioned numerous inscriptions and monuments throughout the empire. The most famous of these is the Behistun inscription, a monumental rock relief carved into a cliff face in western Iran. Written in 3 different cuneiform scripts, the Behistun inscription recounts Darius's rise to power, his suppression of the rebellions, and his subsequent reforms. It provides valuable insights into Darius's ideology, his justification for his rule, and his vision for the empire. The inscription, located on a major trade route, served as a powerful piece of imperial propaganda, proclaiming Darius's legitimacy and accomplishments to all who passed by. It has also proven to be an invaluable resource for historians, providing crucial information about the history, language, and culture of the Persian Empire. Prosperity and tolerance, economic and cultural policies. Darius's reign was marked not only by political stability and military expansion, but also by economic prosperity and a remarkable degree of cultural tolerance. To promote trade, Darius invested in infrastructure, standardized weights and measures, and encouraged the use of coinage. He also implemented policies to protect merchants and encourage international commerce, recognizing that a flourishing economy would benefit both the state and its subjects. Furthermore, Darius adopted a policy of religious and cultural tolerance towards the diverse peoples under his rule. He allowed conquered populations to maintain their own customs, religions, and languages as long as they remained loyal to the Persian crown. This policy of tolerance fostered a sense of unity and cooperation within the empire, contributing to its stability and prosperity. The legacy of an emperor, Darius's enduring impact. Darius I, the great king of Persia, left an enduring legacy that extended far beyond his reign. His administrative reforms, infrastructural projects, military campaigns, and cultural policies shaped the course of Persian history and had a profound impact on the ancient world. His division of the empire into satrapies, his standardization of laws and taxation, and his investment in infrastructure created a model for imperial administration that would be emulated by later empires. His military campaigns expanded the boundaries of the Persian Empire, bringing it into contact with new cultures and shaping the geopolitical landscape of the ancient Near East. Darius's construction projects, such as Persepolis and the Royal Road, showcased the wealth, power, and artistic achievements of the Persian Empire. Echoes of Persia, the continuation of Darius's vision. Darius's successors, most notably his son Xerxes I, inherited a stable and prosperous empire, a testament to the effectiveness of his policies and the strength of the institutions he had established. While they faced challenges and setbacks, they largely continued Darius's policies, maintaining the empire's unity and expanding its influence. The Persian Empire, under the Achaemenid dynasty, continued to flourish for over 2 centuries after Darius's death, a testament to the enduring legacy of his reign. His vision of a united, prosperous, and culturally diverse empire left an indelible mark on the ancient world, influencing the course of history for centuries to come. The story of Darius the Great is a testament to the power of human ambition, vision, and determination. It is a story of empire building, of military conquests, and of administrative brilliance.
The Achaemenid Empire, synonymous with grandeur and vast influence, began with Achaemenes, a tribal leader in Persis, located in southwestern Iran during the 7th century BCE. This region, known for its rugged terrain and strategic location, became the cradle of one of history's most formidable empires. His legacy lived on through his descendants, who transformed a small, relatively obscure tribe into a vast and powerful empire that spanned 3 continents. This transformation was not just a matter of territorial expansion, but also of cultural and administrative sophistication. Achaemenes' lineage claimed descent from a mythical king named Achaemenid, whose name means having the mind of a friend. This connection to a legendary figure provided a divine and noble origin, which was crucial for the legitimacy and unity of the burgeoning empire. This symbolic connection bolstered the dynasty's legitimacy, allowing them to rule with a sense of divine right and historical destiny. It was a powerful narrative that helped unify the diverse peoples under their control. Unfortunately, no contemporary inscriptions from Achaemenid time have survived, making it challenging for historians to separate fact from legend. The lack of direct evidence leaves much of his life shrouded in mystery. However, later Achaemenid kings proudly proclaimed their lineage back to him, underlining his importance and the foundational role he played in their history. These proclamations were not just about heritage but also about reinforcing their right to rule. Achaemenid laid the foundation for one of the ancient world's most influential empires, setting the stage for future leaders like Cyrus the Great and Darius I, who would expand and consolidate the empire's power. His name, though often lost to the annals of time, echoes through history as the progenitor of a dynasty that would leave an indelible mark on the world. Achaemenid is the forefather of a dynasty that reshaped the ancient political landscape, influencing the course of history in ways that are still felt today. His legacy is a testament to the enduring power of leadership and vision. Cambyses, the grandson of Achaemenid, expanded Persian influence and laid the groundwork for the empire. He captured the city of Anshan, gaining control over vital trade routes and resources. Cambyses' lineage split between his sons, Cyrus I and Ariaramnes, leading to both competition and collaboration. Cyrus I's line led to Cyrus the Great, the founder of the Persian Empire. Ariaramnes' line produced Darius the Great, another pivotal figure. The division of Cambyses' lineage had profound implications for the Achaemenid dynasty. This story highlights the complex dynamics of succession and inheritance in ancient societies. Cyrus I, son of Cambyses, inherited Anshan and expanded Persian influence. He paid tribute to the Assyrian Empire to avoid conflict while consolidating power. Cambyses I, his son, ruled for nearly half a century, maintaining a balance of power with the Assyrians. They forged crucial alliances with other kingdoms. Their reigns laid the foundation for the future Persian Empire. They expanded territory, established a strong administrative system, and cultivated unity among the Persian people. These early rulers understood that true power came from diplomacy and strategic alliances. They positioned Persia as a formidable force on the world stage. Cyrus II, known as Cyrus the Great, transformed Persia from a small kingdom into a vast empire. His vision and leadership were instrumental in shaping the ancient world. He conquered the Median Empire, Lydia, and Babylon, presenting himself not just as a conqueror, but as a liberator who brought peace and stability to the regions he ruled. His reign was marked by significant military conquests, but also by a remarkable degree of religious tolerance and respect for local customs. Unlike many rulers of his time, Cyrus understood the importance of cultural diversity. Cyrus allowed conquered peoples to retain their religions and traditions, earning their loyalty and fostering a sense of unity within his vast empire. This approach helped to maintain peace and order. His famous Cyrus Cylinder proclaims his commitment to justice and human rights. This ancient artifact is a testament to his forward-thinking policies. It is considered by many to be the world's first charter of human rights, highlighting his progressive approach to governance. Cyrus's policies and conquests laid the foundation for the Persian Empire's greatness. His ability to integrate different cultures and peoples was key to the empire's success. His legacy of tolerance and respect for diversity set a precedent for future rulers. This inclusive approach became a hallmark of Persian leadership. Cyrus the Great's impact on history is profound and enduring. His innovative policies and military strategies have been studied and admired for centuries. His empire became a model of governance and cultural integration, influencing countless civilizations that followed. The principles he established continue to resonate in modern times. The death of Cyrus the Great in 529 BCE led to a period of upheaval. Cambyses II, his son, conquered Egypt but faced instability and rebellion. His mysterious death in 522 BCE sparked a succession crisis. Darius, a distant relative, gained support and seized the throne. Darius I faced numerous rebellions but proved to be a capable ruler. He reorganized the empire's administration and launched building projects. This period of transition demonstrated the resilience of the Achaemenid dynasty. Darius I's reign marked a turning point in consolidating power. His leadership set the stage for the empire's continued success. Darius I, known as the Great King, was a ruler of immense vision and capability. He restored order to a vast and rebellious empire, bringing stability to regions that had been in turmoil. To manage this enormous territory, he divided the empire into provinces called satrapies, each governed by a satrap, who acted as the king's representative. This system allowed for efficient administration and control, ensuring that the king's policies were implemented across the empire. Darius also established a network of royal roads which facilitated communication and trade across vast distances. He implemented a unified system of weights and measures and introduced standardized coinage, which helped to streamline commerce. These reforms promoted trade and economic growth, making the empire more prosperous and interconnected. Darius I's reign marked a period of stability and prosperity, with the empire flourishing under his rule. His administrative reforms transformed the Achaemenid Empire into a well-organized state, capable of managing its vast resources effectively. Darius's leadership laid the foundation for the dynasty's continued success, influencing future generations of rulers. His reign is remembered as a time of great achievement and innovation, with lasting impacts on the empire's structure and governance. Beyond administration, Darius was also a formidable military leader, securing victories that expanded the empire's borders. Under his reign, cultural and architectural advancements flourished, leaving a legacy that would be admired for centuries. The influence of Darius I extended beyond his lifetime, shaping the course of future empires and civilizations. His enduring legacy is a testament to his vision, leadership, and the profound impact he had on the ancient world. Xerxes I, son of Darius I, inherited a vast empire but faced costly military campaigns. His invasion of Greece ended in defeat, diminishing Persian prestige. Artaxerxes I, his successor, focused on consolidating control and maintaining stability. He concluded the Peace of Callias with Athens, ending the Greco-Persian Wars. Artaxerxes I's death led to a succession crisis, with Darius II eventually seizing the throne. Darius II's reign was marked by internal conflicts and tensions with Greek city-states. This period highlighted the vulnerabilities of the Achaemenid Empire. Despite challenges, the empire remained a formidable power. The era from Xerxes I to Darius II was one of turbulence and transition. Artaxerxes II faced internal rebellions and external threats during his long rule. His brother, Cyrus the Younger, led a significant rebellion with Greek mercenaries. Artaxerxes III inherited an empire weakened by strife, but sought to restore Persian prestige. He reconquered Egypt, but was assassinated, leading to another succession crisis. This era witnessed the gradual decline of the Achaemenid Empire. Internal divisions and costly wars weakened the empire. The rising power of Macedon under Philip II created an environment ripe for conquest. The reigns of Artaxerxes II and III marked a period of decline and vulnerability. The final years of the Achaemenid Empire were marked by brief and tumultuous reigns. Artaxerxes IV and Artaxerxes V were both assassinated, leading to Darius III's rise. Darius III inherited an empire in disarray, facing the threat of Alexander the Great. Alexander's military genius led to decisive victories over the Persian forces. The Battle of Granicus River marked the beginning of the end for the Achaemenid Empire. Alexander's victories at Issus and Gaugamela sealed the empire's fate. Darius III was betrayed and murdered, ending the Achaemenid dynasty. Alexander's conquest marked the beginning of the Hellenistic period.
The Persian Empire, an ancient civilization that shaped the world in ways still visible today and continues to captivate our imagination and curiosity. Today, we will uncover the rise of this magnificent empire and its lasting impact on our modern world. Before we begin, please subscribe to the Taleforge TV and hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss an episode. Your support helps us bring more incredible stories from history to life. Our story starts with Cyrus the Great, a visionary leader who founded the Persian Empire around 550 BCE. Unlike many conquerors of his time, Cyrus was known for his exceptional statesmanship and humanitarian approach. His most famous legacy, the Cyrus Cylinder, is often considered the first charter of human rights. This clay cylinder, inscribed with cuneiform script, declared the freedom of religion and culture for all people under Persian rule. This revolutionary idea of respecting and preserving the customs and beliefs of conquered peoples helped solidify the empire's stability and unity. Cyrus's empire stretched from the Indus Valley in the east to the Aegean Sea in the west, making it the largest empire the world had seen. However, his success was not just about military might. Cyrus implemented a sophisticated administration system that included regional governors known as satraps. This system allowed for efficient governance across vast territories and is considered a precursor to modern federal systems. Following Cyrus, Darius the Great took the throne and further expanded the empire. Darius was an administrative genius. He standardized weights and measures, introduced a unified monetary system, and built an extensive network of roads. The most famous of these, the Royal Road, spanned over 1,500 miles and facilitated trade and communication across the empire. The logistical prowess required to maintain such infrastructure was immense. These innovations not only strengthened the Persian Empire but also influenced future civilizations, laying the groundwork for modern administrative and infrastructural systems. The Persian Empire was a melting pot of cultures, bringing together diverse traditions, languages, and religions. This cultural fusion is particularly evident in Persian art, architecture, and literature. The gardens of Persia, designed with meticulous symmetry and harmony with nature, inspired garden aesthetics in both the Islamic world and the Renaissance of Europe. The literary masterpiece, the Shahnameh, or Book of Kings written by Ferdowsi, has had a profound impact on Persian culture and beyond, influencing storytelling and poetry around the globe. One of the most enduring legacies of the Persian Empire is its emphasis on tolerance and inclusivity. The empire's approach to governance and culture fostered an environment where diverse ideas and innovations could flourish. This legacy of acceptance and respect for diversity is a cornerstone of many modern societies today. As we continue our exploration of the Persian Empire, we will uncover the lives of its remarkable leaders, the groundbreaking innovations they introduced, and the enduring cultural contributions they made to the world.